Thug life, bitch!
Welcome. So we are here with infamous dating coach and inspiration, Sasha. Sasha has just been released from jail, and I think he has a lot to talk about. Should be illuminating. But I wanted to start this off by just asking about your history. Most people were shocked to hear you were in jail, but apparently this is not your first stint with the law. Would you care to talk more about that?
Sure. Well, the first time I got arrested, it was in the UK. That's England for all you uneducated motherfuckers. And I was walking down the street, I found me a bus pass. It had 2 days left on it. And I was like, hell yeah, 2 days free on the bus. You know what I'm saying? It's a small victory, you know, when you come from the streets. You know, that's like, it's a few dollars right there. Can't say no to that. So I went on the bus, and they did a search, and they found out that I hadn't actually purchased the pass. And, well, in the UK, they got this law that if you find anything, you got to report it to the police station. And if you don't, then and you use it or take the money or anything you find whatsoever, it's a charge called theft by finding. It's against the law. So I did some time for that. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? I knew about the law too, but you know, I found that bus pass. I don't give a fuck, yo. I'm gangster. I'm just gonna use it and go on the bus. Thug life, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how I roll.
Wow, theft by finding. That's amazing. And that law is still on the books?
Still on the books. Yeah, they haven't changed that one. So careful, folks. If you find anything anywhere in the UK, take it. Even if you find like $10 or 10 pounds on the street, take that shit to the police station, or you're doing crime. Second time I was caught doing stand-up comedy in the UK without a work visa, and they kicked me out. And I took a boat from Ireland. I snuck back in, and they caught me again, and they put me in jail for that one too. Yeah, they don't like you being funny unless you're, you know, paying the money. You know, I'll tell you what though, that was fun too, because I'd be fucking with the police and shit. Because you know, in the UK, they gotta check up on you every 30 minutes. So and there's like a little peephole looking into the cell, and so every half an hour you hear like, and then you see an eyeball pop in, and they just kind of check you out to make sure you're not like killing yourself. And they leave. So when I knew it was every 30 minutes, I thought, well, let's have a bit of fun with them. And like they come in one time, I'm sprawled out all naked and shit. Another time I waited, I had my eyeball right up next to the thing, and I actually heard it go, and the guy went, fuck, you know. And he jumped. Oh, it was really funny. They didn't even want to do it after a while. They would start telling me like, sir, are you just sit down in the corner, don't do anything. It's really funny. It's fun messing with the police, you know. I mean, they fuck with us, so we fuck with them. You know what I'm saying?
Very interesting. Let's dive into this incident. But first, how do you feel having just been released?
You know what? It feels amazing being on the outside. You know, you don't realize how free you are until they lock you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the most basic things. You know, I saw my girl, you know, just eating food, walking around, breathing the free air. You know, just, you don't realize when you actually in that cell and you just cannot leave. Like, you are literally locked up and you just can't walk around, you can't do anything. You're powerless. In that moment, you realize just how free you are on the outside. So I just want to bring that message to the people who aren't in jail, that you just enjoy this world for everything you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you're free. You really are free. And you know, I really feel like I'm going to turn my life around. I feel like this is going to be a huge turning point for me.
Turn it around? Your life has been going great. You have a successful business, thousands of fans. I know you get fan mail just about every day. Beautiful woman.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it has been going pretty well, but I think there's always that next level. You know what I'm saying? And people get comfortable where they're at, and so it's given me that perspective to just be more hungry and just, you know, get out there and crush it even more, you know?
Okay, so how did you end up in jail this time?
Well, you know, I heard some niggas be talking some shit about me, and you know, I got my rep, and when you're on the street, your rep's all you have, so just had to fuck some bitches up, you know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, I have the police report right here, and it says you were just in there on a trespassing charge. Is that not correct?
Well, I mean, technically that's true, but there was some other stuff that the police were on top of me for anyway, so but yeah, I guess it was.
You want to tell us what went down?
Well, basically, I was on a flight from Orlando to San Diego, but had to stop over in Dallas. And what happened was, the first flight was delayed 2 hours. So as soon as I got off that plane in Texas, they're calling my name on the intercom, and I knew I was going to miss my flight. And I didn't have my glasses on or contacts, so I couldn't see. I was all blind. And I was looking for a certain gate number, and somebody pointed and said, oh, yeah, it's over there, as I asked for help. And I went through these big doors, and I realized I'd left the secure area where, you know, everyone's at after you've been through security. And I went out of that because I saw people with their luggage. I was like, wait, this is wrong. I asked this dude to my left who worked there, and he's like, nah, man, your gate's in there where you just came out of. And of course, there was a sign that said, you know, apparently, now I know, there was a sign that said you're not supposed to go back in there because that's, you know, one area is secure, one area is not. And I was just like, whatever. I was confused and I couldn't see shit. So I ran through the sign, through the door, and I ran and got on my plane. And the pigs came and pulled me off the plane. And apparently that's a Class B misdemeanor, criminal trespass. Thug life. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I don't give a fuck.
So they checked the cameras and could see you didn't interact with anyone other than the security guy and just went back in. And they still went and got you off the plane?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I understand where they're coming from because, you know, yeah, somebody could have given me drugs or a bomb or something, but they could see on the cameras nothing happened. I walked out, I looked at the dude, I was like, man, I don't know where my thing is. And he's like, no, it's back there. And I went, all right, thanks, bro. And I went back. So there was no opportunity for me to have done anything. They know that. They know I'm a confused dude, yet they still went ahead with the charges. So, yeah, it really shows you how taxpayers' money is being spent. It also is very interesting that the fact that, you know, that I could have gotten like a bomb, for example, from somebody in the non-secure area, that nobody stopped me running back on that plane. Like if I was a terrorist, I could have walked out, somebody could have walked up casually, just given me a bomb. I could have run right and got on the plane, killed 300 people. So the question is, you know, why was I able to do that?
Did you know you were not supposed to go from the insecure area back to the secure area?
Nah, I just wasn't wearing my glasses, you know? Figuring out the TSA is completely worthless and is wasting billions of dollars, that's just kind of a bonus aside, I suppose.
So, what was jail like? First time for you in the USA, right?
Yeah, well, I had an easy time of it, you know, because I was pretty much, you know, I don't like to brag, but I was pretty much the biggest gangster in the cell. So, you know, ain't nobody fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? I was the boss.
My report here shows you were just in there by yourself.
Well, yeah, I mean, they put me in solitary because I was so dangerous. But I had a guy come in there for a little while, and you know, I figured I could have taken him. So, yeah, I was the boss, for sure.
So what's it like being locked up?
Man, it's fucked up, you know, because until you've been behind bars, you don't really appreciate what it's like not being behind bars. I mean, you're literally in a cage. It's a fucking cage. You can't leave. You have no rights. People can ignore you, not feed you, not give you water. They can do whatever they want to, and you're powerless. And it's pretty horrible. It's a pretty horrible experience. I don't think anyone should ever be locked up in a cage unless they're a direct threat to other people. Like if you're going crazy trying to stab people or shoot people, yeah, okay, put the guy in a cage. But as soon as he calms down, he should be getting some sort of therapy. He should be getting help, you know, because you only really get more angry when you're in jail. You get more angry, more frustrated, and then you want to go out and hurt more people. So I just don't think it's a solution, locking people up for any old reason. The only other time you should lock people in a cage if they're in an ultimate fighting cage match. That shit is awesome.
What else went on in there?
Yeah, and you know what? Feeding people like fucking pot noodle and Pop-Tarts for food, that's not going to help, because that's like the shittiest food on the planet. It's not even, there's no real nutrition, so you're just going to feel even worse. That shit lowers your frequency even more and just gets you more angry. So, if anything, they should be feeding the highest quality food possible to prisoners. Doesn't really make sense. It's almost like they want to keep you down once you're in there. Dog life, bitch! For real!
Well said. And that's certainly a profound lesson, but it shows here in my report you were only in jail one night. You checked in around 4 p.m. and you got out at 8 a.m. Isn't that correct? So you were effectively only locked up for 16 hours.
Yeah, that's technically true, but, you know, ever since I got out of jail, you know, I realized that when you're in jail for 1 hour, that seems like a year, you know, in normal time, because it's so brutal. So 16 hours, that's like 16 years in the slammer, so that's, you know, that's a really long time.
Any revelations or lessons from jail?
Well, ever since I got out of jail, I've just realized that, you know, you got to take responsibility for your life. You know, if you're not in jail, you have no excuse not to be free, not to do what you want with your life. You know, there is no excuse. You're free. You're on the outside. Ain't no cage around you. All the cage is up here. So learn from my experience, you know what I'm saying? Like Nelson Mandela, I spent a lot of time in jail so that people could be free.
Any final thoughts to our listeners out there?
Hey, I didn't choose the thug life. Thug life chose me. All right, I'm out. Thug life, bitches! For real.